Well, our next guest is a children's book author and illustrator, a mother and wife to a pretty rockin' guy, literally. Her husband is Rollie, original lead singer and co-founder of the groups Santana and Journey. So how did her journey lead her from rock and roll to Meem's Little World, the book she wrote and illustrated? Rollie is here this morning to tell us all about it. Morning to you, Lori. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So you know my oldest son's name is Santana, so I liked you immediately just based upon that. The fact that your husband, was in the group Santana.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. But how did you go from there to here, which seems so vastly different?
It was a wild ride. I met Greg in 1977-78 when he was touring with Journey. 2 years later, we married and we wanted to start a family. And Greg did not want to start a family while he was on the road. He didn't think that that was a good thing to do. So he quit the band and we raised two beautiful children, and it was a very musical household. So Greg continued on with his career, and he did 2 solo albums. He recorded both of those when the children were small. And then in 1998, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the band Santana. He was a co-founder, original lead singer, and keyboard player for Santana. He sang all the classics. And then coming up, he is going to join Ringo Starr and his all-star band.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead on, Greg.
Yeah, I know. He's had an amazing career.
That's wonderful. You should be so proud of him.
I am.
And you know what? He should be so proud of you, because I have to tell you, this book is so cute, Lori. What is it about? Tell us what Meem's Little World is about.
It was inspired by me reading to the children when they were little. It was such a bonding time. And it was a sweet time. We could just shut the door, let that fast-paced world go by, and just have a bonding moment together. As I was reading books, I was looking at them saying, I can do this. I want to do this. This is important. This is important for the child, important for the parent, grandparent. And I just really wanted to create that same nurturing thing that I was feeling as I was reading to my kids. I started writing. Everything came out of me just all at once. It was so creative, and it just flowed naturally. I wrote all of these nature-based poems. That was the easy part, was writing it. And I was amazed at how much I could write. I've got like 25 stories under my belt so far.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The hard part was learning how to draw, because I couldn't draw at all.
But that's what I think is so interesting, and I want to get to the fact that this was hand-drawn, handwritten, all of that, because I think that's very unique. You don't really see that in a lot of children's books today. But the other thing that you don't see is with your book, it's broken down into these stories, and it's cool because I don't want to give too much away, but let me just tell you, the little mouse is hidden in every story, and so the child can find it, and that makes it interactive in a way as well, right?
Yes, it does. The mouse was the first thing that I did draw. I was so determined, and when I drew it, I thought it was so cute. So I named it Meem, which happens to be what my children called me. Aww. That's how I got the name. And then I decided to hide it in every poem so the child could find it. So it's interactive, and they really enjoy that. That
what
was
ages
great.
is the book?
Ages 2 to 7. But adults like it too.
What did I tell you I was doing at my desk? I told her I was sitting there reading the book, drinking my coffee. It's really engaging. I mean, grown-ups can really relate to this book as well. You talked about other books. Are there other books in the series to come?
There are.
There are?
There are. There'll be Meem's Little World 2 and Meem's Little World 3. I've already written them, I just have to illustrate.
Well, let's talk about the illustration very quickly before I let you go, because that's fascinating. Hand-drawn, handwritten. Yes. Lori, you don't see that in books these days, in children's books these days.
I know. I wanted to be different. I wanted it to be organic, and I wanted it to be childlike. You know, very childlike, on their level, so that the child, it almost would look like a child wrote it for another child. I want to engage them that way, and I think I accomplished that. It's unlike anything you will ever find on the bookshelves today. It's very unique and very different.
I would agree. I mean, it's completely engaging, adorable. Can't wait to read it to my boys tonight.
Thank you.
You're delightful, and it shows in the book as well. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Lori.
I'm so proud and very excited about it.
Can't wait for the rest of the books as well. You'll come
Thank
back
you.
and talk about them?
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see
Love
you.
to.
Absolutely. Well, Meem's Little World is the name of the book. For more information on Lori or the book, simply visit the website. It's LoriRollie.com.